Greetings, CBC. Welcome to this week's Sunday warm-up. What a wonderful weekend we had. I pray that you were blessed by our time spent, even if you just got to be a part of maybe one of the services this past weekend. But I hope you were blessed by at least some aspect of having Rabbi Neil, his wife Kim, and family with us. The Passover Seder meal, the one of the services on Sunday morning really blessed my life and my heart this weekend. And with that, and I was remiss in saying it in first service. I forgot to. I did say Saturday night, but let me please say again for anybody listening that was a part of helping with the pre-meetings, the preparation for any of the details leading up to the Passover Seder meal, and then obviously the day itself. There were a handful here at 2 o'clock, all the way till, I don't remember what time we got out of here, 8:30, 9 o'clock, by the time we got everything cleaned up. Many of you poured a lot of energy into helping make that Seder meal what it was, and it was such a blessing. I thank you for your efforts, your service, the preparation, the meal. I had no idea we were going to have that much food even, and just everything that came together was wonderful. I have loved so much having Rabbi Neil in the past with us. Really enjoyed this time, and super blessed that we got to have him for the Passover Seder on Saturday night and Sunday morning. So if you didn't hear the service this past weekend, take a look at it online and catch up. In terms of some things that he said, I'm going to be using some of those details in the coming weeks when we get to the Transfiguration. We get to, Palms, or not Transfiguration, the triumphal entry, not stopping and I messed that part up, but it's triumphal entry. And as we get to Palm Sunday and Easter coming up, I'm going to be talking about those things. So that being said, keep in mind as we're getting closer to Easter this year, we have Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, Easter Sunday. Those services already being announced. Number of things that are happening coming up. A lot of cool events coming up. Keep in mind that Easter week, Monday, Thursday, 7 o'clock. Good Friday, 7 o'clock. Here we have worship services both of those nights. Easter Sunday, normal Sunday morning. Each of the Sunday adult classes, they'll decide what they're doing on their own. But as far as worship, we will have our normal 2 services. Both of them will probably be slightly shorter. It's Easter Sunday. I know folks have some places that they'll be going, but we will be having normal 2 services during those Sunday mornings. All right, we will be picking back up in the John series this week. I got to take the glasses off so I can see the text of what verses we're going to be at. We're going to be picking right up where we left off in John chapter 3. And this is kind of we've pulled apart this one conversation of Jesus and Nicodemus into 3 sections. This is the third and final section of that conversation. So we're looking at John chapter 3, verses 19 to 21. That'll be the main focus. Now, because it is part 3 of this conversation, for review and for warm-up, I definitely would reread John 3, 1 now to 21. So John 3, 1 to 21 in preparation for this week, with particular emphasis noting there from verses 19 to 21. That'll be our theme. That'll be our focus on this final part of Jesus' conversation with Nicodemus, still all in the context of being born again. Don't forget that. It's about Jesus interacting with Nicodemus about what it means to be born again, how it is that one is born again, and we will review those very quickly. We're talking 5 bullet points. We're going to review those main bullet points. I'll put those in the notes as well. And then we'll get to where we are this week, which the focus within those verses is about the light. We're gonna talk about walking in the light. John uses that word quite a bit, and so the only other thing I want to offer you is if you could take some time this week, or you want some additional work. It's crazy to think about it. In high school, we probably didn't want any additional work, but some of us really do want additional work to warm up. So here's my additional work, warm up homework for you this week. Do a word study. Now, if you take something like an online resource, BibleGateway.com, for instance, or Bible Hub, or some sort of search engine that you could use, and you could do a really quick word study. Just type in the word light, and see how many times it's used in the book of John. I didn't write all this out for you. Just if you want to do the work, here it is. Find one of those search engines, Bible software kind of things that you can do a quick word study on the word light. Probably just going to be a handful of verses. But take a look at just in the book of John now, just in the book of John too. See all the different ways that John uses the word light. I forgot to write this one down, but I did want to give you, let me quickly grab it for us. You could also do this in 1 John. There's a few in 1 John, but in particular, look at 1 John chapter 1, verses 5 to 10. 1 John 1, 5 to 10. So, John chapter 3 in its entirety, with particular focus on John 3, 19 to 21. Do a word study on the word light in the book of John, and then take a look at 1 John chapter 1, 5 to 10. All right, that's our warm-up for this week. Super excited to be back. I've been loving this John series with us. Really looking forward to these coming weeks leading up to Easter, continuing through John 3. It's been phenomenal. Love it. And looking forward to being with you on Sunday. You're in my prayers this week. Please be in prayer for me as we spend time in the Word and preparation. Spend some time warming up and getting ready for the work that we will be doing together on Sunday morning. The door's closed. We're ready to go to work. God bless you this week. Have a wonderful week. I will see you on Sunday.